Hey there, Tundra Nation. Welcome back to the channel. Today on Tundra Tactical, we're taking the fanboys down a peg or two and telling you again all about what your carry gun says about you. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and let's start the show. Well, it seems that the first month of 2021 flopped harder than a school of fish out of water at the offices of Greylock Capital, and it looks like we're all bound for the seventh circle of hell.
God help us all.
But since I was fully planning on beating you all there anyway, I came prepared for once with a plan to entertain the masses all along the way to our fiery new home. If you want to get the most out of your trip to the land of smoke and sulfur, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. If you don't, I've been informed that Kentucky Ballistics will be donning James Reeves' short shorts and doing squats right in front of you while you're tied down, and it's anyone's guess as to how long those suckers are going to hold out.
Stop. My penis can only get so erect.
Also, if you love the channel, make sure to check us out over on Twitch here 6 days a week, starting at 3:30 p.m. Central for more content like this. Gear means nothing to me. I need blood.
Taylor, I'm gonna nade the end of the hole.
Okay, you go ahead and do that. Yay! He's here. Got him. He's f***ing dead. He's f***ing dead.
But my face shield has been shattered to smithereens.
I'm gonna hit him again.
I'm in the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom. Who died? Who died?
No one?
I heard someone die.
No, that was Tyler. You killed him.
I did? Holy f***, I killed him?
Someone just looted cabinets.
That'd be.
He's blind. He's blind. He's blind. He's blind.
They're both dead. They're both dead as f.
Oh, we did it! We did it! I see one. I hit one.
Me?
I might have dropped one.
Okay, there's one dead in front of me.
Yep, okay, I dropped that guy. If your EDC is the Taurus G3C, then congratulations, you're that loudmouth idiot that nobody likes. You are a legend throughout Discord servers and forums alike because you keep talking crap about stuff that nobody really cares about. And your gun knowledge is based on whatever television or American Rifle magazine has told you. You're the type of guy that tells people to buy pump-action shotguns because racking a slide is gonna scare most burglars away, and that good holsters shouldn't cost more than 50 bucks while simultaneously asking where you can get a good holster for 50 bucks or less.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Your high-sloping forehead and weird mustache are not impressing the ladies, and yet somehow you're married with kids. Your tattoos look like they were drawn by a 4th grader, and even prison tattoo artists think that they're childish and poorly made. You will hate the fact that your minimum wage job won't let you get anything nice for your family, but then when the stimulus check comes in, you promptly spend it on whatever shiny new toy catches your eye.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Unfortunately for the rest of us, one of those shiny new toys happened to be the Taurus G3C that you saw in a glossy ad in the back of American Rifle magazine, but dang it, aren't you proud of that fine Brazilian engineering? Even if buying it does mean that little Timmy's gonna have to go without braces for another year. Oh yeah, and let's not forget Angelica, she might have to skip a dose or two of insulin. But hey, maybe another round asking mom and dad for good old gas money could temporarily take care of all of your problems. I mean, you do need a few new rounds of 9mm anyways, am I right?
Yep.
All in all, you're about as worthless as a human being as your G3C is as a gun. If you EDC a Canik Elite Combat, then congratulations! You are the idol that every CZ carrying wannabe looks up to, for you are an actual hipster. That's not a good thing.
Nobody likes you.
You're probably somewhere in your early 40s and have a relatively high-paying job in IT or some other white-collar career field that you don't really brag about due to your relatively stable sense of self-worth. Unlike those annoying, sweaty douche canoes known as CZ fanboys. You were growing and styling that mountain man beard when the rest of us, including me, would have rather died than let that face fungus take hold and turn us into some hobo or godless hippie. When the rest of the world was fawning over Glock, Beretta, and SIG, you were scouting South African armories and found things like the Mag 7 and the Sana submachine gun. I mean, come on, who even knows about these guns? It's 2021 and we still don't even know. The bad part of your constant need for new and unsung things is that you lack some common sense that most other people in the mainstream have already developed. If your life was like a sports team, it'd be like almost every team from Minnesota. Good enough for you to fall in love with, but you can never really finish the job. Like that time you were buying your Canik Elite Combat pistol with its suppressor height irons and going through all the hoops and hurdles of buying some suppressor only for the day to arrive when you finally get your can, but you realize that you can't mount it because your shiny new paperweight of a gat uses European thread pitch.
Wait, what did you just say to me?
That level of facepalm summarizes how we here at Tundra feel about you Canik buyers out there. There is a small consolation prize though, because we also think about ourselves in the same way. Half of you guys seem to know what a good gun is at a good deal, and the other half seem to have no freaking clue what they're talking about.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
The Canik lovers out there are just really a confusing bunch to us because we are literally allergic to doing actual research and we have no idea how to properly make fun of you. All we can say is this: you all are an enigma, but not the cool like Bond-esque type villain hiding away in the shadows, but more like the creepy guy that somehow made it to the party that no one wants to talk to because he smelled like a C-Team stripper, just did the old Gooch Scoot Indy 500 across his chest.
That's disgusting.
If your idea of an ideal EDC involves the Tokarev, then you, my friend, well, I guess you've built a life off of poor decisions and risks that have somehow managed to pay off. Unlike the communist country that birthed this abomination, you and it have survived despite constant failures and a refusal to work in any way that makes real sense.
Why won't you die?
You lean on other people to do most of your work for you and then take all the credit because that's just how it works, right? You spend your entire day talking crap to people about the things that they love and then get butthurt when you don't get invited to the office party. And let's not forget that while you think everyone is laughing at your jokes, well, they're really just laughing at you. Boy, this is specific. On top of all of this, you inherited the same stupidity of all of our G3C buddies we talked about earlier. Take all the negatives that we said about 1911 fanboys in our last video and double them down because let's face it, boys, the Tokarev is basically just a crummier 1911, just like I'm a crummier version of Gun Drama Johnny. In fact, one of your defining characteristics is how much of a raging hypocrite you really are, since you probably rag on 1911s for being FUD guns yourself. You proudly proclaim how much of a gun rights advocate you are, only to turn around and buy a Springfield Saint for your self-defense AR. You got rid of your Honda Civic and went out and bought a Soviet-era Lada because it's basically a cheaper Russian Honda or Toyota, right? Well, you may be surprised to find out that no, a Lada is in fact a four-wheeled rolling dumpster fire, and its spare parts are just as rare and expensive to find as your precious Tokarev parts are.
Gee dang it.
You insist that Miracle Whip is just as good as Duke's Mayo, and that Sam's Club brand cola is better than Coke or Pepsi. Excuse me 1 minute. You constantly complain that the Star Wars prequels are hot garbage and then turn around and loudly proclaim that the sequel trilogy is a worthy heir to the original movies. The entire gun community just wishes that you would
Get the out!
If you're a fan of the Kimber Micro Pro 9, then you are the guy who swears by his 1911, but he's just starting to realize that it's not quite the best choice for EDC.
Good job.
Unfortunately, you already messed up because rather than being a sensible human being and buying a higher capacity compact handgun from one of the myriad of firearms companies that have not yet nut punched everyone on the QC team for questioning build quality, you went and said, "I needs my 1911." And went with the same company that you've been buying guns from since forever, Kimber. You are a loyalist through and through, but because of an irrational fear of ever admitting that you're wrong, you make yourself look like a fool for blindly loving what is essentially the kit car Ferrari of gun manufacturers. Yeah, I said it. Yours is a Kimber family, and come hell or high water, it's gonna remain a Kimber family. The stories told of your reaction when your son came out and told you he bought a Glock are freaking legendary. Your undying devotion to Team K can be accurately compared to that of Wile E. Coyote and his continued use of Acme products. They both never work the way that they're advertised, but you still insist that yourself and others gotta use them. You automatically accept the first thing that the car salesman recommends and then congratulate yourself on getting it for MSRP, you dolt. Your wife no longer allows you to open the door to strangers after you bought those 42 boxes of Girl Scout cookies, a lifetime supply of National Geographic magazine, and signed a contract to get your kitchen remodeled.
Touché, salesman.
Your stupidity is reflected in your decision to take a design that was never meant to be modified in major ways and shrinking it down to the size of a very compact pistol and using it as your concealed carry. Sure, I bet it's possible, but I'm going with Dr. Malcolm here and saying that...
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
And it shows, as the Kimber Micro 9, like other Kimber products, jams harder than the Dave Matthews Band. Seriously, go through a box of 50 rounds without having a jamming problem. We're gonna wait right here. We'll wait.
One eternity later.
Stuff like this is the reason why John Moses Browning is threatening to rise from the grave and lead an army of the lost and the damned to find and unnaturally select people like you who buy this trash gun. At a premium price, too. If the Mossberg MC1SC, worst name for a gun ever, by the way, is your favorite gun, then I hate to break it to you, bud, but you are utterly irrelevant and your life has no meaning.
Ever since I started working, every single day of my life has been worse than the day before it.
You sit in a cubicle day after day, typing up that report that nobody reads, you don't care about, and has no real impact on anything. Not to mention that your social life is about as impressive as Michael Jordan's baseball career.
What? Jesus! That was brutal.
Milton from Office Space is your go-to cinematic hero, and you probably have a framed red stapler in your office in remembrance of your boy. When the whole gray man lifestyle was becoming popular, you were the one who took it way too literally and shuffled off anything interesting about yourself. You're the kind of guy that nobody thinks twice about while bumping into you on the subway train going to and from work. And you end your day in the same way every evening by cracking open a generic bottle of mass-produced beer and microwaving a TV dinner before sitting down on the couch and watching whatever garbage is on TV these days.
I am dead inside.
Your closet is full of the exact same outfit, and there is nothing to distinguish you from the millions and millions of other drones that live, work, and die, just like your carry gun. I mean, when it first came out in 2019, it was a complete flop, and it's no surprise as to the reasons why. Because just like the guy who replaced you at work, all of its competitors were just vastly superior. I know literally next to nothing about this pistol, least of which if it's good or bad. And you know what? I don't really care either. Just like nobody cares about you. Make sure to check out these two videos right here if you guys enjoyed this week's, and don't forget to tune in next week when we still don't know what the f we're doing.